Okay, so NetGex is positive right now. It is now 6:31. By the way, I'm doing this little streaming thing here as a way to be able to keep myself accountable so I don't overtrade, I don't go on tilt. My goal is to be able to watch these later on and review my trades and see if I can learn something about myself and not overdo it. My strategy is pretty simple. I look for the overnight range and wait for price to explode out of there, retest the 7 EMA, and then trade from there. So right now, let's take a look at oh, okay, so as we can see, overnight was pretty damn choppy. We had this channel overnight on the ES. However, in this last hour, it broke this little channel right here. So price did break out of that just now pretty explosively. However, I would like to see price break above 29.57. That's where I want price to break above. 29.582. If it can come there, then I will trade off of the 7 EMA. And we're just going to wait. So price is now coming into the top of the range on the MNQ. Over here on the ES, it is now dropping back down into the 7 EMA range. Let's see what happens. Okay, so this is kind of where I want to see it. It just hit VWAP. If a bounce happened from here and came down to the 7 EMA, I would take the trade. right around 520. So why don't we put let's put a limit order there. I'm going to do a buy limit, 3 contracts. I'm also looking at my gamma levels. Highest positive gamma right now on the NQ for today is at 29,906. That is very high. Okay, so let's hit that little top of the range. Conversely, if it were to explode out of this range and come back and then test VWAP, then I'll take it at VWAP. Looking back, I'm looking over here at ES. This is kind of the ideal spot to trade as well. This would have been good too. Okay, it's climbing. So I'm just going to move this up. All right, let's see what happens here. Okay, so price has broken above my range. It has broken above the overnight range. Well, let's mark out this as well. That was my high of day from yesterday. Probably the highest of all time too. So there is a chance that it's going to come up all the way to there. That would be a good target. Okay, price is coming back down. I'd still like it to come down to my EMA. Although touching VWAP is not bad either. Let's put it right here. Looks like there's a lot of gamma building up. Right over here at 605. I'm gonna go one contract in, guys, right here.
Order filled.
Shit. All right, I just bought 3. Maybe greatest. Yeah, that was not the greatest placement. Not my greatest move. Straight up tell you right now, that was not a good trade. My goal was to do one contract breakout from this high, but I accidentally hit 3. Oh, we'll see where it goes. I'll put my stop loss right underneath the top of the range. Comes down here, it's invalid. Well, shit, I don't even want to look at this. $225. If it comes right down here into VWAP, then the trade's invalid. Get rid of this. This right here is where I should be taking a trade. Price is still climbing though. Gonna mark something else out here. A better trade would have been right here. Price came up, broke the range, came back down, touched VWAP, and then headed back up. So yeah, I'm just going to trail my stop at the 7 EMA. Again, highest gamma on the NQ right now is at 29,906. Highest positive gamma at the ES is on 7522. Right now, there's a lot of positive gamma in the market. NetGex is 2 billion. NetGex in ES is 21 billion. All right, we just had another explosive move upwards. Price is going exactly where we want it to. Okay, I'm at a 0 trade. We put our stop over here at the just underneath the high of this range. Yeah, we're gonna put that at the high of the overnight. I have no reason to believe that it's not going to go higher though. What I will do is I will take this at I'm going to bring my stop loss up to 0. Gamma just shifted over here in the ES down to 706. NetGex on the ES is still, it's actually climbing. It's a little bit higher. NetGex is at 3.3 billion positive. What just happened? Let's rewind a little bit. This might be a spot where we actually exit. All right, somebody put a boatload of money right over at 706, and I'm not sure if those are sell orders that they're putting in at 706 or buy orders. Either way, it's pushing price down. Okay, price is hitting the 7 EMA over here on the ES. If it continues to fall, then chances are it's going to hit my stop loss. But what I'm hoping for is that price comes up and hits the top of this overnight range. Although I've seen this before multiple times. All right, it's breaking above that top part over here. There is a wall of sellers, passive sellers here. It's just gonna break right there. Come on, baby. Taking the trade right there. And it's going to hit my stop loss.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm not horribly disappointed in that. Let's go one contract. I tell you what, if it drops down to the top of this range, then I'll take another trade. If not, then I'm not going to take it. Look at that right there. Whoa. big sell-off right now. Looks like it's going to push down. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if price continues to push down. There's a slight correction. If so, let's do another limit order right down here at the top of this range. So price came over here, messed around. The volume shelf is right here at this 29,586. That's where we want to see price come down. So let's put another limit order down there. We'll go 3 contracts right there at the top of the range. So we've got a big wall of sellers right up here at 29,682. It makes sense because the gamma, yeah, so my hypothesis is that when I'm looking here at gamma, if gamma is really, really, really high in either the NQ or the EX or ES, when it starts out like that, and then, what are we at? 20 minutes in, within that time period, if it shifts and comes down really, really hard, or if the positive gamma over here spikes, then I think what that means is that there's somebody is selling. Oh yeah, somebody's selling calls up there. They're trying to compress price action. So look at that.
Order filled.
Boom, right there at the top of that range. Now, this trade is invalid if it jumps down here past VWAP. I'm going to put it right there. It's a lot of money to risk, but we'll see. I'm going to do 148. At 205 will come out. I'll have a loss if this one doesn't bounce. And let's put this one back up here at the top of my range. Okay, it's bouncing pretty well. I'm going to bring this to a 0 trade. EMA.
Order filled.
I'm cutting it there, and I'm going to call it a day. 313 on the day. That's not garbage. However, let's go here in my practice account. And let's just see for shits what would have happened.
Order filled.
Let's put my stop loss back down here and bring this all the way up to the top of my range. Actually, let's put this at yesterday's high. Which was that was yesterday's high. Yeah, so we're bringing this to yesterday's high. Let me just make sure I have no flattening everything. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think that these are big sellers up here.
Order filled.
Yeah, see? That would have destroyed me. All right, guys. I think that's it. I think that was a good trade. No, one bad trade and then another one decent trade. Let's watch tomorrow.